What's going on here?
All right, so we are NETRI, we're a French-based company.
Yeah.
And what we are trying to do, this is Vegas, I'm going to use a Vegas analogy.
Yeah.
We're trying to remove the last bit of gambling in chemical safety assessment.
Okay.
Okay? So you have to know that today all the regulatory agencies agree that when you do chemical toxicology analysis on compounds like fertilizers or pesticides, you use animals or you use models that are not completely predictive of whether or not you're going to have to do a recall down the line.
Got it.
Okay? So all these agencies are looking for alternative methods.
Got
so
it.
this alternative method is basically what you have here is a little chip inside one of these. So this, you have like this. You have six wells that represent these 6 here.
Yeah.
You have 16 chips here, right? And these are human neurons. Okay.
Yeah.
So on this side you have the head of the neurons, which is like your spine, and on this side you have the end of the neurons, which is like your fingers or your skin.
Got it.
So you can apply compound here, and because these are electrodes, the neurons, they flash zeros and ones.
Yeah.
So there are biodigital encoders.
Yeah.
So they will flash in a particular pattern.
So you're sort of like Cortical Labs, because I had that in my. He grew 900,000 human neurons on a chip, sort of like this.
That's what this is. But they're organized so that here you only have axons. So you have the only thing that goes from here to here is the information, the data of what's going on when you put the compound here.
Wow.
So you are encoding that into neurons, into zeros and ones.
Yeah.
And because those zeros and ones are very specific, you basically get a signature of what whether or not you have toxicity and what kind of toxicity.
So you can find whether I have allergies to various things.
So for instance, you could do that. So
These neurons, are they grown out of my own stem cells?
So that's in the, I would say, midterm to long term. It's called personalized medicine.
Yeah.
And that would be a diagnostic device, right? So where I would take your own cells, I would turn them into your own neurons by using stem cells technology, and then grow them in here and apply to see if you would have those things. These here would become from suppliers that are standardized neurons.
That's insane. Okay.
Right.
And what are you using the first chips for, to find allergies on people, or?
So these chips right now we're using it in three different domains. So it's either oncology, so mainly targeting pain.
Yeah.
So you know that pain is hard to know if something is hurtful, and the poor rats. You hurt them, you don't even know how they hurt, and it's not even representative of how a human hurts. So this basically, so it's good for pain. Dermocosmetics, does it itch? Does it feel good? All the feelings, right? And then you'll have neurotoxicology for the agri-tech and food tech. Food tech
for finding out how good our food is.
For finding out if whether or not there's toxicity in your fertilizer or in your pesticide or in the chemical compounds you apply. Basically, do they induce the kind of toxicities that you might expect, like seizures or cognitive disorders or things like that.
So the neurons will freak out if it hits a subject like the topic.
Exactly. What you do is the first time you try, you put something that you know will make them freak out.
Yeah.
And then that has a particular signature, right?
Yeah.
So there's freak out type 1, freak out type 2, freak out type 3, okay? And now you have this new compound you don't know about, and you put it in, and it basically kind of starts to freak out like number 1. So you go, well, it would be this kind of neurotoxicity.
Got it.
So I'm going to save you the trouble of going further down the line, just, change your formula.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Make
when
sense?
is this coming to market?
So the tech is actually on, this is on, we're selling it right now. These. So these are already work.
And you sell this to pharma companies?
Yeah, pharma companies, CROs, but also the EPA has bought from us, the FDA has bought from us. Right, so this is on the edge of new technologies, what they call alternative methods for testing. Right, this is the whole organ on chip movement, and this is a particular take on organs on chip because we digitize human biology.
Yeah, and this is your company?
This is the company of that guy.
That guy, he's the smart one.
Yeah,
You're pretty smart too.
I try to tag along and catch up.
Yeah, very cool. This is mind blowing.
All right,
literally mind blowing.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.